go to Tanzania next week on safari and preparing our clothes for that trip. Things we learned from doing a little research and going to the travel clinic was that it's advisable to prepare your clothing with insect repellent before you leave. This Sawyer insect repellent can be applied to your clothing and lasts up to 6 weeks and up to 6 washings. Although we're using Permethrin to prepare for a trip to Africa, you could use this for camping or any place where you might encounter mosquitoes or other flying insects. While at the travel clinic, they sold us this 9-ounce bottle, which after reading the instructions, we realized was only good for 2 complete outfits. So we went on Amazon and looked for some more options. We ended up buying the pump spray bottle, a 24-ounce. We were able to get 2 of these bottles for $24, and this treats about 5 outfits. So we got, for $24, we were able to treat 10 outfits. If we were to buy the aerosol spray, that's about the same price, but it's only 9 ounces and only treats 2 outfits. So the pump one, a little more work to apply, but certainly a much cheaper option. Advised that you do this in a well-ventilated area and that you dry the clothes a couple of hours after applying. Read the directions carefully. So we set up a little station in our garage and we're going to be spraying our clothes here and then hanging them up to dry for a couple of hours before we pack them. So we strung a rope up in our garage with some additional supports to take all the weight of clothes. Set up a couple of folding tables where we can spray all our clothes. Experimenting a little, seemed like a good idea to lay out several items next to each other, especially socks and things like that, to limit the amount of waste when there's overspray on the edges. So you want to wear gloves when you do this. Spread your clothes out and shake the bottle well, and then hold it 6 or 8 inches above your clothes and give it a good spritz. You want to have it be visibly damp. I'm going to turn everything over and do both sides. The bottle says that 4.5 ounces treats 1 full outfit, which is a top, a pair of pants, and socks. But when we go to Tanzania, we know we're going to be wearing layers. We're going to have t-shirts, we're going to have quarter zips or long sleeve shirts over that, and possibly some other outerwear. So we ended up buying extra bottles to make sure we had enough, because we just don't want to get bit. We don't want to have an issue. So another observation we made after using both the aerosol and the pump spray is that the pump spray is actually easier to use. The aerosol, it's hard to hold that trigger down. It comes out a little bit less uniform. You get big droplets and small droplets. I thought it would be easier, but it's not. So the spray, the pump bottle, I mean, is definitely the better choice. It's much cheaper and actually easier to apply. As an additional precaution, we also chose to treat all our camera bags and backpacks. One thing that's important to know is that Permethrin is good for mosquitoes and gnats and jiggers and fleas, but it isn't effective for the tsetse flies. So if you're going to Africa, you still have to take precautions with the type of clothing you're going to wear to make sure that you're protected against the tsetse fly.